Gorikon. Oh crap.
Oh no. Make it stop.
Oh,
Yes, the Kamen Rider Girls, an idol group made specifically to sing Rider songs as an opening.
it's like, yeah, let's just walk away from this.
Like, we're not even gonna say anything.
Screw this, I'm out.
Disappointed.
You did well, girl.
It's like, that's it, I'm handing in my belt.
You're not impressed.
I think there might have been some commentary in that.
There was a sign.
Check.
Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Okay. Welcome to. Wait, how's yours?
Hello.
Just gotta talk one at a time. Okay. All right. Welcome to It's Showtime on Kamen Rider panel.
Showtime.
Showtime it up?
Showtime. Yes. Yes. We have a new. We have a show. We have a new Kamen Rider Wizard belt in the front.
Hang
And I'm wearing water ring. I got the blade.
Yes.
Hey, Shin.
Thank God you did that correct.
Sa, showtime da.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
There you go.
We have a lot of people here, so the what is Kamen Rider thing slide really doesn't need to. Hey, I've had
Masked Rider.
You need it? Oh, we have newbies.
Power Rangers with better writing. There you go.
No, it's
Tokusatsu
Masked
series
Rider.
From, that started in 1971. Can I just talk?
I think your mic's from the Showa era.
All right.
Yeah, use mine. Mine sounds pretty good.
Well, I'm good. You just
That mic has all the medals in it.
Tokusatsu series, aka a sci-fi series from the special effects series from 1971. Other common special effects series include, in America we have Star Trek, and in England they have this thing with this guy. He's in a blue box.
Nobody knows his name.
The Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Created by the great Satoru
That's
Ishimori.
Doctor Who abridged.
A man who is said to have surpassed his mentor and guy he used to be assistant for, Osamu Tezuka. Yes, believe it or not, they believe that if you stack all the works together, Shotaro actually has a little bit more than Osamu. Common themes, of course, include a mysterious organization, usually bent on evil. The final attack being the Rider Kick, and the first enemy being a batter a spider.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sadly, not all heroes can live forever. This year, we lost Kamen Rider Stronger to pancreatic cancer. I believe, hopefully it'll play properly. I have the opening to Kamen Rider Stronger. If I could, ask for absolute quiet while we play it in remembrance of this great man. Age 63. Sad day when we lose our heroes, guys. He'll be remembered fondly, Stronger.
He will live on through his son, Kabuto.
Yes. All right. Masked Rider. I tried to do this so that people that remember this back in.
I am Amazon.
You mean the origin of Furbies?
Oh, yes. He originally was when trying to see if they could catch gold, strike gold for a second time. The Saban Corporation attempted to bring over the other great franchise, Kamen Rider, over as Masked Rider. with not so good results. Unfortunately, we didn't get as much popularity as the Power Rangers, which they tried desperately to launch through an episode of Power Rangers.
They had a 3-part miniseries at the start of season 3.
Now, for the rest of this panel, we'll be going through each series individually and going a little bit of a recap, but for each of them, I've got a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly. For, in this case, the good, the bad, and the WTF.
Yeah.
Looking at the original Masked Rider, the good, it was the first Kamen Rider in America. They tried, at least, you know. This is an obscure thing, you know, that we've never had in America. They have at least tried to get the franchise here.
Point of fact, technically wasn't the first American Rider Super One.
Super One came over?
No, but he was American.
No, he was made by help of American scientists in Hawaii.
I still have to see more of the show era.
And
stuff.
V3
good.
was aired in Hawaii, at least, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Holy shit, I'm jealous. That's awesome.
Unfortunately, I've yet to get to watch any of those.
Uh-huh.
Sadly, the shows are not as available as the Heiseis are for
But
us.
it's growing in availability, at least.
Slowly.
Slowly,
Slow
yes.
The bad, first to have a car.
A weird looking car at that.
Because, yeah.
And of course, the WTF of original Masked Rider, the extensively multiracial family.
Yeah.
You got the fat dad, who's basically like something out of King of Queens or According to Jim, with the hot single Asian wife, the blonde daughter, and the African American adopted son. Then adopt an alien from outer space. It's just like
It's like, throw Alf in there. Why not?
and Furby. There's a Furby in there too.
Yep. That
Oh
one.
wow, it still doesn't leave a good taste in our mouths. But going back to things, starting back at before we have Heisei, of course, we had a brief period of trying their hardest to get something going. The first of which was a Shin Kamen Rider.
Shin is Ishinomori's favorite rider. I'm contractually obligated to say that.
Really?
He appeared in
I
a
have no
movie.
idea, actually. I'm contractually obligated to say that.
His transformation is very creepy.
He's like Proto-Gills.
Yes, he's take on a more adult Kamen Rider, in which they have a string of murders by a mysterious monster, and all of a sudden you find out that something's not kosher with our main character, who's been under the intents of the mysterious ISS organization. The good part of it, bioorganic Kamen Rider. It's about time we finally got one. Took them forever to
Proto-Gills.
get around to it, but we did. Bad part.
Yeah.
This was supposed to. The actual subtitle of this is Shin Kamen Rider, the prequel.
Yeah.
Like we were supposed to get more from this, and
They actually touched on that in the Decade versus Shocker Net movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get him to have a
I
take
don't
on
watch all the
again.
net movies. What's in that one?
Then you have to watch all the Net movies, especially Kiva's. They're amazing.
Okay.
But, yeah, for that one, he was trying, it shows Shin out of work.
So he goes to the studio like, make more Shin.
He has a dream.
The WTF transformation sequence.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I haven't actually seen Shin yet.
When the flesh rips off from his bones, and he underneath his bio rider form. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
actually, it kind of mirrors a lot of Ishinomori's manga, especially Kamen Rider Black. The original manga, his transformation was much more horrific and actually had mandibles and things. So I wonder if this was actually the first attempt to match Ishinomori's vision.
That's probably why
Yes,
it's his
special
favorite.
effects. Yeah.
Okay, question. What does the ISS stand for?
I haven't watched Shin.
Anybody?
International Space Station.
Nope. This actually stands for the Institute of Super Science.
Oh.
Did they cross over with the Venture Brothers or something?
Kamen Rider Zeo.
Hey, look, it's Jay's little brother.
Yes. We had 2 straight-to-video DVDs. One of them is Zeo, one is Jay, and Zeo. I got nothing.
Zeo.
The good part of it is, they got
It's Zeto.
impressive monster designs. I'll give it that. Bad part of it is, I really don't even remember this series at all.
We haven't watched it.
Zeto and Jay look the same.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see that in a second. And
That's why I said little brother.
The WTF, of course, is the main villain, Neo-Orgasm.
Organism.
Hey.
Oh, the one that was in the
Sorry, crap, I got the trivia. I gave away the trivia question. What was the name of the villain?
Neo-Orgasm.
No,
Alright.
nothing beats Starfish Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitora.
Okay, as we can look
like it's a
closely at the,
Pokemon.
and now, Jay.
Yeah.
See?
I'll say his symbol thing is cool, where he goes like this and he just makes like the J on his thumb.
J.
Index. No, that's awesome.
It was the precursor to Beat J Stag.
Yes.
No, you know what they should have done to make this guy popular? They should have done Kamen Rider J versus Godzilla. Those two combat each other.
That would be awesome. Or versus Ultraman.
Or Ultraman, yeah,
Serious
Kamen with
organization.
Ultraman or
We had
something.
we had a bunch of bad guys trying to destroy the Earth. This is a pollution-based thing.
Yeah.
So they get a young archaeologist, I think?
No,
He's a
he was
journalist.
reporter.
Young reporter who's just camping in the woods for no apparent reason.
The rider with the power to grow. Ha ha!
So he goes, does this, and they kill him, and the forces of nature bring him back as a cyborg.
The forces of nature.
Yep.
Yes.
Right, it cleans the idea of everything still had to be cyborg.
No, he was brought in like Captain Planet.
Yeah, basic. Good part of this is more energy and action than Zeo had.
Pretty sure it's pronounced Zedo.
The final boss.
Is that him in the box?
It's like a stump. It seriously is a stump with wheels, you know? It's like some kind of
I have to
mobile
watch it.
mountain fortress, but just like,
I have to
it's
watch it.
lame.
More stuff. 91 all over again.
And the WTF? Nature Cyborg.
And also later on.
Okay, trivia question. What is the name of the little grasshopper creature that helps Jay?
Barry.
Yes!
Barry, really?
Here we go.
There we go.
And then later on,
I toss candy if you get trivia right.
Then later on, he ruins his
Rental time.
Then later on, he ruins his reputation by turning into complete Decade. And it was like,
We don't talk about All Rider versus Die-Shock around here.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. I already did.
It's
Well,
fun.
I'll get to that later. I'll get to that.
Decade's my favorite rider.
Decade has the most messed up.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Okay, one at a time. Barry, yep. Kuuga!
Yeah. Kamen Rider! Look,
You're a
it's
Kuuga fan.
it's Kamen Rider Cool Guy.
Christine,
See, got
start us
Kuuga.
up by giving a little
I'm on
description.
episode 4.
Long ago,
Me
the
too, actually.
Guys,
Granby tribe terrorized the Linto until Warren. Oh, sorry. Okay. Long ago, the Granby tribe terrorized the Linto until a warrior named Kuuga appeared and defeated the Granby, sealing their leader within a cave. In present day, a multi-talented man named Yusuke Godai finds himself linked to the mysterious stone belt that was found within the excavated cave. As the Granby are resurrected, they assume their murderous game on the descendants of the Linto, humanity itself. It is up to Yusuke, along with the assembled science police, to use the various powers of Kuuga in order to stop and defeat the Granby tribesmen from their continuous killing to ensure the happiness of others.
Well, by the sound of it, we have a lot of people who are big fans of Kuuga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a sub out there with the Grongi translated? Because I have yet to
Yeah.
find it.
That's
Where is it?
thing I have. The Heisei begins with this series. Good part of
Is
it.
there one that has
Return of the
all episodes?
multiform
I
rider.
don't think. Oh, no.
Good times, and each form was used in a way that was very unique and
Titan was a
Yes.
badass.
Dragon is awesome.
yes.
They all.
Bad
make
parts.
sense.
Final form doesn't come to the final episode.
And the fight doesn't even actually. You don't even see the end of the
Yes, you
fight.
don't see the episode. Just he transforms into final. That's why it's so hard for me. That final boss guy. He transforms into that Kuuga form like once, and all of a sudden, when I saw the figure, I'm like, what series is this from? This is awesome. It's like Kuuga. I watched Kuuga. That happened. Did I blink and miss that transform? Miss that? Oh wait, I did. You can blink and miss that.
And of course, the best fight scene ever.
Yes.
No, the best part of Kuuga was that one episode where he jumps the guy out the window and
that's what
beats
I'm
the
talking
shit out of him.
I saw that. I was like,
And the WTF for that, of course, goes to Grongi speak. There is no translations for it. Apparently, that's just supposed to be its selling point that the monster, you don't understand the monsters. I've heard is a Blu-ray version.
There was a version that was aired later with subtitles for it, and
I
some
need to find
groups
it.
have sub-fed version, or at least started to. Also, apparently, Grongi is actually based off of switching the kana around in various words, so that
It's
ta is ga or something like that. So the chart of katakana.
It's Japanese pig Latin.
Yeah, exactly.
Move on.
It's a cipher of Japanese, and if you speak Japanese, there is a site online. You can just Google Grongi language translation. So if you speak Japanese, you can use the cipher to figure out what the
Great, someone sub that. Please.
I gotta rewatch this with better subs. I had the infamous
Midnight subs?
No,
that's
the
what I
Chinese sub.
Oh.
You know, the bootlegs,
Yeah.
Japanese to Chinese back to English, Japanese to Chinese, Chinese back to English.
I watched Kabuto with that. I had to rewatch Kabuto.
Faiz with it. It took me 20 episodes to figure out what the name of all the main characters were.
Yeah, well, let's be honest, the TVN subs for Faiz aren't much better.
That's why they started redoing it, and I wish they'd keep going.
Trivia question. Where does Yusuke work?
He works?
You head up first.
Cafe?
Name the cafe?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember the
Do
cafe.
anyone know the answer? Well, I'll give it to him for the known cafe.
Yay!
Like that was hard.
Horrid Cafe.
Oh, you gotta rewatch.
Not exactly very manly sounding, but yeah, cafe.
I'm sure it translates to something fun.
Yes. Agito.
The writer that kicked God in the face.
No, the writer powered by God.
And the man
He did kick God in the face.
Powered by God, because God.
A man named Soichi Sugami has lost his memory. He doesn't know who he is, or where he came from, or how he came upon his peculiar circumstances. Sugami seemingly for no reason transforms into a powerful superhuman, Agito. Whenever in the presence of the beings referred to by the police as the Unknown, a race of powerful monsters that have been causing murders around Tokyo, targeting certain people as their prey. In response, the police department unleashed their newest weapon, the G3 power suit, originally developed to fight against the unidentified life form, the enemy of number 4 Kamen Rider Kuuga. G3 and Agito don't know whether they should join forces to defeat the Unknown, their common enemy, or to come at each other, keeping the mysteries that intertwine them separate. Ultimately, even more mysteries unfold with the appearance of Kamen Rider Gills, who is on the search to uncover why his father committed suicide. These mysteries and others collide, as the true nature of Agito would ultimately determine the fate of humanity.
Agito, the Rider series that had all 3 armors. We had Attack with G3, we had Mystical with Agito himself, and we had Bio with Gills. It was some pretty good times.
This series has the most bizarre and brutal monster killings of all.
Yeah, you see people like stuck in
Heisei.
trees and
buried in the ground. Drowning in midair.
Drowning in the air, burned.
It's terrifying.
It's amazing.
The good part of it, I went with actually good use of a character with amnesia. You know, just because he has it, it actually, you know, it's interesting. It's not, oh, I have amnesia, I can do this awesome stuff, but, you know, nothing comes of it.
Before Eiji, I called Shoichi the Goku of Rider. He was just, he was such a nice person, friendly person, and then when he's Agito, he kicks ass.
Too true. Bad part, the plot goes everywhere. The first part of it is they got this giant ancient puzzle, which they use to get the devices for cloning. They use the cloning to resurrect a body for the original spirit of all darkness. The original spirit of darkness by the end starts destroying all the Scorpio-born. Whoa! It's good, but you gotta pay really close attention.
Well, I always thought the show focused more on character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not faulting it for it, but it is
Gills
the bad part.
is a badass.
Yes.
The Rider, yes, character
All
not
of
so
it.
much. He
All
kept
of
getting
it.
himself injured way
Rio,
too often.
I like Rio.
The WTF for it, I go to another Agito's death.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden, after battle, he's just like, okay, I'm dead. It's like,
Yeah,
why are you dead?
That's not.
I
I loved another
I didn't like
Agito. He
Eiji
was
that
like
much.
Agito with a show of flair.
But just, it just seems like, that they could have done something with that more with that character.
He was
instead of just
such a
ending it
cool
right there.
character.
Trivia question: the movie introduced which Kamen Rider? Yes, you.
G4.
Yes. The G4 system, wherein he had a missile launcher.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
It's funny because I watched Decade use Gigant before I knew G4, so I was like, what the fuck is that?
All right,
Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Highlander.
No, I'm
By the
sorry,
way,
I have to say this now. Ryuki is a retard and Red is an asshole.
I would just like to point out, whoever has watched Ryuki, go watch Dragonite because it's so much better.
Yes, it is actually
It's
good.
amazing.
I heard at the time I was listening to Ranger Cast, and they were having difficulty getting through it.
Let's put it this way. The best part about Dragonite, you know Fam and Ryuga? They are main characters.
Oh. Yep. Okay, tell us about Ryuki.
Okay. 13 Advent card decks were created for 13 Kamen Riders. They made contracts with the monsters from the mysterious Mirror World, a parallel dimension opposite our own in which only Kamen Riders can exist. The riders draw on their monster strengths in exchange for feeding them the life force of the creatures they destroy. The creators of the Advent cards has only one rule. There can only be one Kamen Rider, the others must be killed. The sole victor will be granted a single wish. This is the Kamen Rider War.
Alright.
Please tell me the bad.
Kamen Rider
All the
Ryuki.
ending.
Giving it the good stuff. Many different riders, each with their own objective. You know, give props where props is due. Everyone had their own agenda, everything they're trying to prove.
Not all of those agendas were good.
Well, most of them were
bad.
completely insane.
Yeah.
Ojo made the show watchable.
Scissors lasted 2 episodes, for freak's sake.
Bad part of it is, of course, the alternative riders.
Oh, hey, I like that.
I don't even remember what they did. Did they do anything at all?
They were trying to destroy the Mirror World.
They did more than Scissors.
Yeah.
They did more than Scissors. No, you know what the worst part about it, Ryuki, is? The fact that it had four different endings, and they were all terrible.
No, they weren't all
They actually
terrible.
all
They were
tie
just
into being the
horribly
same
depressing.
series.
Yeah.
And it's just they're different.
There's the series, the movie, and the 13 Riders special had 2 endings, and they were all terrible.
And they let the public vote on which
The audience watching it chose the ending, and they showed both of them. Look it up.
But time
The happy one was
And the ugly or
Bad
the
one
TF
was
for
also
this
bad.
one? The ending.
Yeah. The endings.
No one
Your
won.
mileage varies on the
No.
end.
Well, and one of them.
No,
Question.
still. I'd still believe
Kamen
he
Rider
died.
Odin was renamed what in Dragonite? Yes, sir.
I had it right in my head. Wrath.
Yes. Twix for you.
You can have that.
Don't Twix
It's
block
fun.
you, man.
I watched Dragonite just calling them by their original names anyway. You can have
Yeah. Speaking of which, bam.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Knight became Wing Knight.
Those
Ryuki
English names
became
suck.
Dragon Knight. Scissors became Incisor. Zolta, Torque, Raya, Sting, Gaia, Thrust, Oja,
Guy.
Strike, Tiger, Axe.
These are all such
Fury,
cheap names,
Spear,
too.
Feme, Siren. Ryuga became Onyx. I spelled that wrong. Verde became Camo, and Odin became Wrath. Did the other alternative riders actually show up in that one?
Yeah. Well,
What did they
only
do?
one.
Yeah, and he actually has a better role than an alternative did.
What they name
He's
him?
he
The
was
Advent Master.
He was the one that created all
The Advent Master was what they called him.
Okay.
Apparently, he was played by some famous sci-fi actor. I forget his name.
Faiz. Cell phone is a transformation is unfortunately beaten to the punch by Hajaku Sentai. Growl Ranger!
Ow!
Chrissy, tell us about Faiz.
Okay. The Smart Brain Corporation, the world's most powerful corporation, is trying to take over the world using the Orphanaut, the next stage in human evolution, to covertly kill off the human population. In pursuit of this, develop 3 suits of power armor called Rider Gear to find and protect the Orphanaut, who can fix a defect within the Orphanaut's DNA which causes their genetic structure to break down, leading to death.
Oh,
Faiz was so good.
Yeah, it was.
it's good. Unfortunately, a couple things. One, the Smart Brain company, which makes Smart Brain brand missiles, because if you want to blow somebody up, use a Smart Brain. But also, they make the worst belt latches ever conceived by humans.
I still think it's
How many times did somebody get thrown away and they de-transformed the belt when flying?
I just think it's
every other episode.
I just think it's hilarious that they made a rider based on small home electronics.
It's true. And also we had the first
Auto-Vagin.
The
Auto-Vagin.
Auto-Vagin would have been so much better with a personality. If it had talked or said something, it just...
The first Buddy Roid.
It has
the first Buddy Roid,
personality.
that would've
It
been
just
cool.
He had a
just-
personality, which
just-
was come in and punch things in the face.
Yeah.
Well, it also
He was the strong
involved
silent type.
accidents.
Yeah.
I give props to this show with the movie.
Yes.
In the movie, we have the entire world has become Orthodox, and Faiz has to fight against them all.
And Masudo died awesomely.
No, Masudo had a better death in the series.
Yep.
The ending.
Yeah.
The TV ending, they have this implication that he's about ready to succumb, that the main character will succumb to death in the future, and it just kind of like glossed over, like, wait, weren't you gonna die pretty soon or something?
Well, aren't we all?
Yeah.
It's philosophical. Yeah.
But they saved that main plot point only for the very end of the series.
The WTF of this one goes to
Yeah. What the hell?
Haru as Delta.
You know what it was?
Ghost Rider came out of nowhere. He was like the last surviving person.
Yeah, that's the only reason. He was the last one left.
His girlfriend gets hit by a bus. He's like, okay, I guess I will go fight you.
Well, fuck. I was hoping Reno would wield
I
Delta.
I like the orphanot guy.
Kitazaki.
For a while.
Kitazaki was amazing.
Oh my
Well,
god.
he was also the guy who played the Shuji Mihara was also, I believe, green in Go-Go 5. So I thought it was that cameo working as well.
Oh, okay.
Trivia question: how many operators did Faiz have?
6.
5.
Yes, 5.
Ha!
5.
I think we can all agree though, Kiva was the best character in that show. Everything about him was awesome.
Specifically, corporate Kiva.
No, just Kiva in general. Everything Kiva did. Kiva was just so all, and then he get his own powers in the movie, and it was amazing. Yes. Best series ever.
Not really. Well, it was great though.
It was good. 10,000 years ago, a
Change.
massive battle known as the Battle Royale was fought by 52 undead. Each represented a species fighting for dominance over all others. The winner was the human undead, given the dominion of the earth to humanity. In present day, archaeologists discovered the sealed undead and accidentally set them free. Thus, a new Battle Royale begins.
I give props to Kamen Rider Blade. You know, when I first thought to myself, you know, Kamen Rider is technically like feedback. We're good. Kamen Rider is technically armored suit characters. I would really probably like it. Blade was my first one, and it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's Kamen Rider Yu-Gi-Oh.
The good.
I'm kidding.
The great rider interactions. I give it up that you know the interactions between the 4 riders is some of the best interaction and chemistry I've seen in a rider series like ever.
Especially once Tachibana cleans his shit up.
Yes, Tachibana in the beginning is kind of a little bitch. But once he the bad I give to the movie.
Yeah.
The movie was okay.
Why the hell is Kenzaki a garbage man?
Yeah, exactly.
He was a hobo before Blade.
That's true.
He got kicked out of his apartment in the first episode.
And the guy that's following him around, his companion, writes a book, makes millions of dollars. Doesn't get
Yeah, that's bullcrap.
the book for him.
Kotaro was a bitch.
The first half of the movie kind of sucked. The second half I enjoyed. But
No, Glaive is a hilarious guy.
What,
Have you seen what he
Kaito's
does
brother?
outside of the movie? This is my bro.
Don't remind me.
I have no
I
idea.
just call him Kaito's brother.
And Glaive came back in Decade as Glaive.
Kaito's brother.
yeah.
The WTF for the series, Mayuki's time under brain control. He hit the level of character under mind control to the point you're just like, you've over-milked it.
I
Are you
didn't
talking
like.
about Mutsuki?
Yeah.
I didn't like Mitsuki.
I liked him.
No.
Oh yeah, Lingo. That was Mutsuki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mutsuki took way too long to break out of under brain control.
Although when he finally did, it was awesome because he used the King Rouser to do it.
You know, I
This
thought
is
Shiro
true,
was
but-
more fucked up in that show because, like, he's a good guy. He's a bad guy.
And
Yeah.
can I just say, King Blade is one of the most broken things ever.
And why? And why the hell didn't we get King Langle? That would be glorious.
I wanted King Garen.
Yeah.
Look at all the SIC figures of Jack Langle and King Langle out there.
Alright.
Oh my god.
What card possesses the ability to release creatures? Yes.
Remote.
What?
Remote.
Remote, which was number
I think it was
9.
It was Club 8. I think.
10 of clubs.
Oh,
I'll give you for a
I was
remote.
half there.
It's the remote taper.
Oh, there you go. You can have that one too.
Okay. Next up,
Hibiki.
I'm in the middle of that.
This series is better than people think.
I'm behind you.
It was a great character story.
Exactly.
And
the first 29 episodes.
The first appearance of Zeranos' actor.
Main focus is a teacher-apprentice-like relationship between Adachi Osamu and an Oni called Hibiki. Osamu is a young boy unsure of himself and at his crossroads in life. As he transitions into high school, as the series progresses, he learns to be an adult through watching Hibiki and the other Oni.
My only thing about Hibiki is, for me, total second rider series. You know, I don't like
Zenki,
Hibiki himself, but
Todoroki, and Ibuki
once
were all
Hibiki comes in, the man has a machine gun trumpet that he uses, shoots bolts, activates his trumpet, and then makes them all explode in the person. That is cool, whether one way or another.
Todoroki is the
Todoroki guitar.
Yes.
She likes Todoroki. Yeah, but still, it's still after the first rider.
Oh, okay.
What's really cool was originally Hibiki was actually supposed to be just like a ninja show, like, and then they're like, hey, let's slap Kamen Rider on, that'll sell.
I actually have that here. The musical-based Kamen Rider. Yes. The disc creatures.
Oh, I love them.
The disc creatures.
Yep.
I didn't get any of those. Anyone else here got some actual
I actually would
Hibiki?
like to get some of those.
Probably get them on clearance now. They're like.
I want Akane Taka.
To begin with. They're like the precursor to
I want the gorilla one.
The Candroids.
I want
and
the
all.
gorilla one.
Yeah, but it took us a while to get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so they took a couple years off with any creature things because the disc ones didn't sell so good. Yes.
Yeah, and it's so neat because Hibiki's kind of a modern day mixing of traditional arts. So disc creatures are a modern version of Onmyoji style summon creatures or Shikigami. Yep.
Also, creepiest monsters ever.
I'll give you that.
And half of them were played by Bishop.
Yes.
Give it up for the good part of this series. The movie again.
Yeah!
Kabuki is awesome.
7 Samurai with Kamen Riders.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Kabuki looks like someone already tried to kill him.
Yep.
Jump.
Bad cards. Doesn't really feel like
That's
Kamen
because it's
Rider.
not.
I know. Yes, exactly. Because it is not Kamen Rider. Because at the last minute they slapped the label on it to make it sell better.
Fusei
So
Akira
it doesn't
appearing
have
in it
to
was
be
awesome.
like the rest of them. The WTF goes to the breakdown in Hibiki
Yeah.
Osamu's relationship. Because all of a sudden she's like, Osamu's like, I want to do other things.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. I gotta find a boss to be kid later.
And then he was replaced by Yuto.
He was replaced by Zeranos.
It was written
That
by
was young
Zeranos.
That was the guy who played Zeranos.
Yes.
Fun fact, it's not said in the series, but the name of his Oni form is Kyoki.
Oh. Trivia question, what's the name of the group backing up the Kamen Riders? Yes, the cat ears.
Tachibana.
Yes.
Gotta have
No,
Tachibana.
It's Takashi.
Takashi! Come on, Takashi,
Takashi.
let's
So
go!
now you candy.
It's Takashi.
I failed.
Just give her the candy anyway.
Tachibana's cafe where
Here,
Takashi works
take
out.
my candy.
Tachibana's their last name.
No, take back your candy. I'll give her a piece.
Just give it to him then.
Okay, then here, take
Who
your
should I
piece.
give it to? Oh,
There you go.
There you go.
Quest
Okay.
dungeon for it.
Next up,
I can't believe I screwed that up.
Klaka.
Oh,
Yeah.
my first series.
Everyone's first.
Brilliant.
Except for mine.
The hoppers are awesome.
Nine.
Chrissy, if you'd be so kind.
There you go.
This story revolves around a man named Soji Tendo. He is trained 7 years while waiting for the Kabuto sector so that he may properly take on the name of Kamen Rider Kabuto. Making many enemies while at the same time meeting other riders with mysterious origins of how they got there. Tendo attempts to accomplish his goal at all costs, destroying all worms that otherwise threaten humanity. He meets Arata Kagami, who later becomes Kamen Rider Attack, and the two work together to save humanity from the alien worms that arrived from the meteor 7 years ago.
Kamen Rider Host Club.
Yes.
The series makes it a point to have every rider facilitate every household mother watching this as ideal man. I mean, you got the guy who's basically a homebody, who's a man who provides above all others. You got the sensitive businessman, the guy who's a makeup artist who carries his entire thing.
His Hisatsu is makeup.
Yes, that's the first thing I showed her was ultimate makeup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make up.
The V sector is a whore.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It
was great, but
It learned it by watching Faiz.
Yes.
Forced the transformation.
Yeah.
All he did was punches, spam punches.
Funny thing is, Mishima, that was Zolda's butler, and
Mishima is Goro.
Yeah, butler.
She loves that guy.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Ran on Toonami
Really?
in Central America. For a brief time, Toonami was alive in Central America, and they had dubbed over full Kamen Rider Kabuto.
I did not know that.
Out there to download.
Yes, there's apparently it's out there for download.
Is
now.
it the whole
just
series?
saw the
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, it's the whole. It's
Holy
like
crap, we have to find that!
It's okay.
What?
It's not great.
It's not. Like I've only.
You're
like,
better
watched
off just
a
watching the
few
original.
minutes in it. It's all right.
I should probably get a clip for when I run this panel again later, though. The good part. Clock up.
Fuck yeah.
One of the
They fought shoving raindrops out of the way.
No, my favorite one is when he defeats the guy, unclocks up, catches the olive oil, and all the others fall to the ground.
Yeah.
What about when Drake does the shot? He clocks up
And
moves
dodges
out
it.
to the side, lets the beam pass him, and hits the worm.
That was so swag.
No, actually, he then did another one and sandwiched the worm between.
Yeah.
One of my
That
favorites.
was awesome,
No,
too.
one of my favorites is Sword's first Rider Slash because he goes clock up, does the Rider Slash, and you just see the poison dripping off the blade, and I'm just like, oh,
Really? I
cool.
don't remember seeing that.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Basically, it
No,
was like,
I didn't like Sword. I love Sarugi. He was hilarious.
Sarugi is the funniest character
I'm
in
the
the
man who
show.
stands at the top of falling into hell,
This is true.
I'm the man who stands at the top of camping.
waiting in line.
The bad part of this series, though, characters just drop out of the story.
Yeah, Daisuke just doesn't get explained.
Explain things.
Drake
and
sucked anyway.
And the ugly. Plot hole.
Oh, the beautiful plot hole.
Oh, you mean with the knife?
Back truck through these things.
Oh, you mean the dark knife?
30 minutes of being attacked.
That thing
What?
just.
Hold
that,
on,
That
which-
was just an excuse to have an Iron Chef arc.
Yeah, why was why was the main one guy supposed to be attacked?
Because they said
His
that
name in a
28
book.
more.
Why was there another
Red
dimension?
shoes, the red shoes system.
Yeah.
Hold on, so, no,
Why
what's
was
the problem?
there?
Plot holes.
Why was there the pointing out that the aliens the worms weren't aliens, but seemed to be dimensional beings? Did that whole meteor open a rift in something? Not explained at all. And
Wouldn't the rift that they came from be where Dog Kabuto came from?
In there. I mean, they never explained what
Yeah,
he's
why was that
taking
guy
the
keep taking medicine
He pops
for?
these pills, and it never explains what they were.
You know what? I think Dark Kabuto was something manifested by Hiyori.
No, the
He went to
thing
that
is, that
dimension.
was an alternate world. That was probably the world where the worms came
No,
from.
like Dark Kabuto was the man in the mask. That's who he
Yeah.
was.
Trivia question: what was the subtitle of the movie? Yes.
The movie now?
Yeah.
God Be Love?
Yes.
Kamen
Kabuto. God.
Can I just say?
No, it should have been like
Godspeed
Godspeed,
Love
and then something that
has
starts
one of
with
the
B.
greatest
That way you
rider
get gold,
deaths
silver,
ever.
bronze.
Just the rider just descending into space, into the atmosphere, yelling out, "My soul will reside with Sect forever," and then blows up
Love that.
and crashes.
Yes, Guy Cook.
My soul will reside with Sect forever.
Oh yes.
And Drake died. That was after.
Yes.
Oh look, it's Kamen Rider slapstick.
It's good.
Hey,
It will be milked forever.
I will over this table and take you
Chrissy
down.
down. Chrissy down.
Hold me back, man.
It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay.
It was my favorite series for a decade.
Use of time.
Yep.
Chrissy.
I mean, come on. The primary form's based off of Peach.
That's cool.
Go.
Go.
Don't go there, dude.
I like everything else but sword form. Everything else is okay.
Kick based off the turtle guy, and Kick based off the bear.
X-Form is a boss.
Ryutaris is a dragon. It's Tatsunoko.
With headphones.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Gunform's ugly.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
But I like
Ryutaro
Kitanai.
Nagami is a young man with a lot of bad luck. When
That doesn't even describe it.
understatement of the century.
Like in
One day he finds a strange past and meets a mysterious girl with a large time-traveling train.
Who gets
Possessed
replaced
by
halfway
an
through.
entity called an Imogene, who are beings from an alternate future who are attempting to change the past. Though slightly confused about the nature of the crisis, Ryutaro, along with the aid of hot-headed, violent Imogene dubbed Momotaros, becomes Kamen Rider Den-O, traveling to different times with the Denliner to battle the evil Imogene to prevent them from altering the past to affect the present or future. During his adventure, Ryutaro is joined by other Imogene who aid him as well. the lion manipulator womanizer Uotaros, the Herculean and narcoleptic Kintaros, and the childish yet powerful Ryutaros.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Ah yes.
Ryutaros had the most plot. And see, wing form is beautiful.
Yep.
No, you know what the best thing that came out of Deno was? New Deno Vega form.
I just like strike Denos.
My favorite.
It's too pointy.
Good for part of the series. Very lighthearted, entertaining characters. You gotta love the Imagine. They're a lot of fun.
Yes, they are.
They are
Especially
fun.
when Moe Charles and Uwe Charles fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Senpai.
Someone takes his pudding.
Yeah.
Series that won't die. For everyone that doesn't enjoy this series,
That said,
the fact that it's now basically one of the biggest plot points of the entire Kamen Rider franchise irks them to no end.
that said, Cho Deno trilogy was actually really good.
Yeah, Cho Deno trilogy done beautiful.
Blue and yellow. Oh my god.
Actually, I like the end movie best, and I don't know why.
We'll get to that.
Episode yellow?
Dan gets a complete form.
Yeah.
Of course, goes to Zero Nose's car.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was so unnecessary.
They apparently
They're powered by memories.
yes.
They're like it's Kingdom Hearts all over again.
Yes.
I
Predates.
like that plot point.
Okay,
It
which
actually makes
character
sense.
was in a previous Rider series? Yes.
That would be Zeranos, who originally played Kyoki.
Actually, I was going with.
Oh yeah. Naomi was also yeah. But technically, I'm still right.
This is true.
He is right.
That's what I was going for. But I was thinking
There you go, have that one.
Of,
Wow.
Yeah, Naomi was Mana and Agito.
So, do we have people for our next panel? Huh? Do we have people for our next panel?
Well, there's me and you. I'm not sure if there's anybody going to be coming in.
Well, we'll see how many people come in for the next one. What's the next one? Next one is your mom said your dad's run off, which is unfortunately disappeared from a couple other schedules. So
Yeah, it's...
We'll base on it.
Yeah, the schedule says there's nothing after this.
Yes, we got people saying there's nothing after it. Would you like us to close actually, or? We'll see what people want after.
Okay.
We still got to finish this one.
But we haven't gotten to the best one. That's right next.
Of course, the Imagine had an animated.
They're so cute.
And they crossed over with Shin.
Yeah, Shin-O.
That's just disturbing.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was weird.
I was like,
Yeah, Kiva. This was Kiva. I started watching Rider when this series started. It's amazing.
This guy forced it down my throat so much.
Aren't you glad I did
Tell us about
though?
Kiva.
Only because it
okay.
would shut you up.
20 years ago, after the disappearance of his father, Wataru Kurenai lives in an infamous haunted house where he is destined as Kamen Rider Kiva to fight life-draining monsters called Fangires, the very race his father fought years ago before his disappearance. Wataru must also deal with Kamen Rider Ixa, who is part of the organization seeking to destroy the Fangire menace, as well as the Fangire's own rider, Kamen Rider Saga.
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 What happened to his dad?
The funny thing is, you actually see what happens as the series goes, because it's both timelines.
Wait for it. Buttons.
The story is split between actions of Wataru in the present and his father Otoya in the past, slowly revealing the link between the Fangire race and Kiva.
Kamen Rider Kiva. Batman!
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Hey, if you want to talk about Batman, look at.
I give it up for very interesting idea between the switching between two times, how the past directly affects the future and whatnot.
That seriously took me like 5 episodes to keep track of.
Bad part of it though, the main character's nervous tics. I'm sorry, I cannot get over my rider being a germaphobe.
No, the best part was episode.
No, you know what happened? Somebody on the writing staff saw the USA series Monk.
No, the best episode is 13, where he gets up on stage and sings Destiny's Play, and he just goes right into it, and he goes crazy, and it's amazing.
WTF for the series? Wataru's upbringing.
Yeah.
His mom just dumps an 8-year-old off in a haunted house.
And hires a babysitter.
That's
A very bad babysitter.
apparently.
Yes, that's parents.
What was the name of Wataru's violin?
Seriously,
I think this one's getting more.
I'm sorry, I love Kiva too much.
Oh,
I like
yes.
it too.
Blood Rose?
Yes.
Blood Rose, right?
Blood Heroes.
Even if there was something where
Coming up next.
UK.
Yeah! Woo!
Decade!
Screw you.
The 10th Heisei series, aka Decade. Chrissy, if you'd be so kind.
My favorite.
The story revolves around the 9 previous universes and the Heisei Kamen Riders merging into one. Something that would destroy all the worlds. To prevent this, Tsukasa transforms into Kamen Rider Decade and is told that to protect his own world, he must travel with Natsumi and her grandfather to the other Kamen Riders' world and eliminate the anomaly in that world. Along the way, confronting the mysterious Narutaka and the thief
Narutaki.
They were
Who still isn't explained.
Yeah, they are joined by Yusuke of the world of Kuuga and Kivala of the world of Kiva.
I just want that to be
It's the Kamen Rider wet warped photo album.
Good part of it is best opening.
Yeah.
The Kamen Rider War, where everyone is battling against.
It is literally the fuck.
Yes, it is awesome.
This is literally the precursor to Gokaiger.
This
The
is
reappearance
the
of past
ultimate show.
riders.
Yeah, it was.
All 3 of them.
The bad, which might get me killed.
The actual story?
All Rider versus Die Shocker.
It was a good movie.
I'm sorry.
Take it back.
I'm sorry. If it had been the original thing of being the true ending of Decade, I would have gone behind it. Instead, it's a middle movie where the whole time where it's revealed that Decade is the ultimate anti-rider weapon, that the rider himself is the true leader of Die Shocker, the evil organization. The entire movie for me feels like I'm watching one of those, psych, it wasn't that the whole time.
See what I mean about Decade's story?
20-something rider kicks up to Moon Shadow.
Now that was cool.
Shadow Moon.
It's got, now if it had been the finale of the series, that I could have got behind, because then it would explain things better. But the whole movie for me feels like because it's in the middle, because it came out in the middle, because we watched it after that, we're about ready to get the whole psych. I got you. There's a whole other story behind it all.
Psych, Starfish
The
Hitler.
one complaint I have about Decade was at the end of the series, they just totally retconned the whole, Dien coming up to him and just shooting him for no reason.
That's because they reshot the movie halfway through its production and they threw out everything they had, which was, it was a production.
There are better.
Decade's plot in general.
Decade looks like crap.
Well, because
Yeah.
they didn't actually give anything.
That's the thing. Decade was like a sampling ground for Gokaiger.
Yep, exactly.
It's like, hey, if we do this, would you like it?
We can get into this. I didn't have any time to update it since Will can back me up here. We just watched Superhero Tyson on Wednesday night.
Oh my god. You want to talk plot holes?
Pile of fun.
Plot holes.
That said, has anyone seen the scans for the upcoming Go Buster vs. Gokaiger? The dark Gokaigers.
Oh, I wonder what
I'm sorry, but I've told everyone, I'm sorry, but because of the fact I've heard about what's coming next time with the Sentai series.
Kyoryuger?
No, that we're getting dinosaurs again.
Hey, the last two are great.
The fact that we're getting dinosaurs for the third time in Sentai means that despite my best chances, Yoko and Escape can have a sweaty lingerie pillow fight. I won't care. I got freaking dinosaurs coming next. I'll be like, that's great, ladies. Dinosaurs! Yay!
Yeah, exactly.
I know. So, Go Buster is some of the best Sentai I've had in a while, but
that said,
they have dinosaurs. Even if they do dinosaurs poorly, I'm going to love this series.
Yeah. And with regards to Yoko is the most butterfaced Sentai hero ever.
Beat and Stag are awesome, though.
Yes,
it's Tsubasa!
Do you agree that all the fighting Go Busters is like the most tactical out of all the Sentai series so far?
This is true. I agree with this.
The fact they use what?
If they bring this to the new dinosaur series, I will be super happy.
It's basically all binoculars. They turn into butter knives and beat the crap out of our enemies. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Okay, we got a couple minutes here. We got to wrap this up. Let's get back to Decade. WTF moment, of course, the final episode.
Yeah.
Of the Faiz.
Yes.
Okay.
What? And complete.
How many episodes does it have? Yes, Will.
29.
Nope.
30.
Nope.
31.
31.
Sorry.
Oh, 31, yeah.
Yes,
It's because of Decade that the freaking schedule's all frigged up.
Excel is
anyone else
awesome.
seen it?
Yeah.
Go, dude.
Go watch it right now.
Why are you here?
Okay.
Watch it, double time.
Let her explain this one
Yes,
sentence.
I am not going to spoil it. There will be no spoiler. Okay. In the ecologically minded city of Buto, there are many windmills and the people live in harmony. However, the Sonzaki family sells mysterious memory sticks called Gaia memories to
USB
criminals
sticks.
who use them to become monsters called dopants, committing crimes that the police force is powerless to stop. The hard-boiled, or rather half-boiled, detective Shotaro Hidari works with a mysterious Philip who
Mysterious boy named Philip.
Using their own Gaia memories, Shotaro and Philip use the double driver belt to transform and combine into Kamen Rider Double to fight the Dopant Menace.
Kamen Rider Double. First to be introduced in a movie.
Yep.
Kamen Rider vs. Die Shocker.
And
This then continued a tradition which we've had now for going on
The
4
movie
years.
wars.
The good part of it, a Kamen Rider detective.
So
How awesome
good.
is that?
So good.
The bad part of it is, Kamen Rider.
Hey! What? Oh, yeah!
Isn't it enough? I need more.
Yes, more skull!
I mean, seriously, though, it's a Kamen Rider that wears a fedora.
And
It's Kamen Rider Michael Jackson!
I have seen Kamen Rider Skull.
Yes. The fact that Kamen Rider Skull is not in it enough.
Yes, thank you!
Okay.
We were about to lynch
And
you.
the slipper slapping. But even
That's
then,
right.
Akiko is the Japanese Jackie
somebody
Burkhart.
explain the slipper slapping to me in a way that actually makes sense.
Yes.
It's Shotaro's first year as a detective. If he didn't have someone slapping upside him the head with the slippers, his ego would go out of control. It helps me not want to curl her out the window. The fact that she married Excel at the end of the series.
Yeah, that's what even is that?
What's she like high school or something?
When? It's completely off camera. I don't see
You know
any
who Excel
attraction.
is, so go watch it so you understand.
It's subtle.
WTF moment is the T-Rex dope.
That was awesome.
This is probably the worst monster costume in the last 10 years of Sentai or Tokusatsu.
Hey, when it built the rest of its own body, then it got awesome.
Sure, when it got mecha, but you know the sad thing is that it's the second episode of the series. You know, you've got to tell people
it's like
it's the greatest series ever. After you get past episode 2,
it's like let's get the annoying design out of the way.
Yeah, but
I didn't think they had the budget
so
quite yet.
hard.
Yeah, maybe.
What radio show was introduced in the series? Yes, you in the back wasn't
Wakana's. I just forgot the name of it.
Wakana.
Princess Wakana's love.
Anybody else? Anybody else who I haven't thrown about 3 pieces of candy to?
I was gonna say Wind Wave Radio, but
I'll give it to him with that. It was Wakana was the host, so. Wakana Healing Princess.
I was gonna say Wind Wave.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, that's what I said when I first read that. Kamen Rider OOO?
Traffic light.
No, remember his. No, we all know his real name's Kamen Rider Regulus.
Okay.
Who remembered that rumor?
Oh,
Okay. Edgy. Edgy is a traveling man who has no
Acronym
place to
for
call
hobo.
home and a tragic past. Well, coin-based homunculi. No. Okay. Known as the Creed, awaken after their 800 years slumber and to attack humans and feed off their desires. I have ADD.
Okay.
sorry.
Okay,
It's okay. Feed up their desires. The disembodied arm of the greed, named Ankh, gives Eiji a belt and 3 medals to fight the other greed, as Kamen Rider OOOs. The mysterious Kogami Foundation approaches Eiji and begins assisting
Best
him
character
in
in
the
the
fight
show.
against the greed. Although their true motives are not clear, and as Eiji fights the greed and their yummy monsters,
Oh, they're
learning
yummy.
about the greed and Ankh, he starts to find a purpose beyond his journey.
Coin and vending machines are made awesome.
Remember when he tried to ride the vending machine?
Yes.
No, best moment of the series, 60% cake.
Two words only. Cake was.
Yes.
Good part of the series.
All of it.
The relationship between Eiji and Ankh is very dynamic and
Anki?
very
Anki-chan.
Oh, you know, I spelled that wrong too. My bad. See, this is what happens when we actually have people who can give more conversation about this. I've had to basically like spoon feed a couple of these panels.
I've ran a couple of these back up in Toronto.
The bad part of it, I give it to Dr.
Yeah.
Marley.
You mean Bob Marley?
That
Bob Marley
is probably the.
It looks like an aborted fetus.
Yes.
It might be.
No.
Aborted Bob Marley. It's very slow beginning.
Yeah.
It is so creepy.
You know what's creepier than Dr. Mackey's doll? The doll Dopant.
Yes.
Yes,
The sounds that came from that thing gave me nightmares.
Yes, but also slow beginning. You know, I gave the series so much crap because it didn't have as much, as a dynamic a backstory as for the main character as Double did. But then you finally found out it's just like, holy crap, he's got survivor guilt?
Yeah.
Holy crap, you mean that kid dying at the beginning will actually come back again? Holy crap, this is epic.
Spoilers.
It's not that bad though. I don't say what he is, what he becomes.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, there's only one way to come back, isn't there?
And the WTF moment goes to Hanina's.
Just another thing that will never get explained.
This little 19-year-old fashion design student can bench press a bus for some reason and it never gets explained.
And she kicks Uva's ass one time.
Yes.
Trivia.
Funny episode.
What grade specializes in making parasite gummies? Yes, you in the front.
Yummies.
Uba.
Kazari.
Yes.
Yeah, Kazari.
Kazari.
Oh, Causeway, right.
Okay, we're over time, so I'm just going to finish up here. Thursday.
Can we skip Thursday?
I think I can just
Can we skip Thursday?
Okay, Thursday. Space Kita! Okay. He did every time he transformed. Good part of this series. Lots of energy.
Fantastic
The
cinematography.
Yes, that robe is awesome.
Every time a horoscope appeared, they were supposed to be the commander type monsters, and they felt like it.
No, Scorpion.
Except for the last half when it was like every episode.
That part is, of course, 39 switches. Not all of them had the ability to be flushed out properly. I never liked that the stamp one didn't get used more. Yeah. He had a stamper on his foot that he stamped people, and then it exploded on him.
That was only used once.
Cool. The pacing, thanks to the fact that they take too much time with it, the horoscope, all horoscopes don't have a chance to get flushed out, which leads to my WTF moment. To an extent, I also have to say bad things about the ending.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The energy's there, the drama's there, the threat is not there. They keep saying, oh, when I do this, people will die. Just like, guys, we just watched O's ending. Our previous series was O's. At that point, a disaster's taking place where, the entire world's being sucked into a black hole of death. Compared to that, once I do this, people are going to